blocked the progress of legislation in the Senate, or already passed the House, to take Trump's executive order against the ICC that Biden canceled and pass it into law. So they're actively protecting the ICC from Congress by blocking this bill from going forward and getting passed in the Senate after it was already passed in the House of Representatives.
And by no standard of Western civilization is this a legitimate process. And video, that's a tip-off. There needs to be an investigation of the International Criminal Court and this British prosecutor who also has a slime ball for a brother, as you pointed out, who served time in jail for also a sexual misconduct. Thanks so much. And you take care of yourself, my friend. All right. God bless you. It's very late in Israel. It's like 4:45 in the morning. So isn't it, Mr. Producer? Am I not adding this? No, it's not. It's like 2:42 in the morning. So that's very kind of her. Now, why is this important to America? Because this International Criminal Court can do it to our country, too. That's why. Now, Israel's not a member, so they have no authority. We're not a member either. And so they claim this power. This prosecutor claims this power. He can go after our soldiers. He can go after our generals. He can go after our people, too. As I always say, Israel is the canary in the coal mine. And it's always us. We're next.
Evening all, Eggsy.
This is a big deal.
Jody.
This is a big deal to Americans. Now, this election is so crucially important. I have numbers here now, Pennsylvania. In Pennsylvania, early voting, 1 million Democrats have voted and 580,000 Republicans in early voting. You know, these polls don't mean a damn thing. I was thinking about this today, Mr. Producer. Have we learned anything in the past 2 months from these polls? Oh, we're within the margin of error. Oh, it's 1 point ahead. What kind of media do we have here? And now, we have the trajectory. Well, what the hell is this? 1 million Democrats have voted early in Pennsylvania and 580,000 Republicans? Now, there are more Republicans.
Yeah, I don't think she will, Jody.
So they're not voting early.
She has a decent team, but I don't think she can go up against your team.
Now, the other states,
I mean, every week, you know, things happen, but yeah. I already told her.
Which is its nickname.
I already told her.
It's a keystone of this election, everybody says. Well, why are there only 580
Yeah, I'm heading home.
Republicans voting early in Pennsylvania?
I'm going to stop and get gas. I'm going to wash the windshield.
Like all these other hosts on TV and
Get an adult beverage for us.
We have this special poll guy. Maybe it's great. Maybe it's going to be a Reagan landslide. Great. But with 1 million Democrats voting early and 580,000 Republicans, we're sure betting a hell of a lot on November 5th. We have 2 damn weeks to get out and vote. I'm not celebrating this. I'm not celebrating it. I'm not a Pollyanna. I've been involved in politics my whole life, like few of the others with a microphone or a camera in their right nostril. I ran for office. I worked in Republican primaries. From a conservative perspective, I took on rhinos. We took on left-wing Democrats in Pennsylvania. We were the Reaganites, the Young Turks, who took on Gerald Ford, who took on all these people who said Reagan couldn't win when he won in 2 landslides in Pennsylvania. You don't win in landslides in Pennsylvania or anywhere else when you have 1 million Democrats who have voted early and 580,000 Republicans. Now, does that mean all the Democrats are voting for Harris? No. But it means a lot of them are. So I don't want us to get glum or dispirited. I want us to get off our asses and do something about this. My God. I told you the other night, my whole family voted early. We never voted early before, all of us.
He may sound, it's
And by the way, that's nothing to celebrate. Like,
he's not partisan actually at all.
He's
just sensible.
This is what we're doing. We even call people we know. We ask them, can you call this one? Can you call it? They're very reluctant. I don't understand it. I really don't. So we're going to sit around the Thanksgiving Day, the Thanksgiving table, or Christmas, or Hanukkah, or whatever, and moan and groan if we lose. Oh, the The world's coming to an end, and it may be. And so the question will be, generations to come, well, what the hell did you do about it? I saw this number. Honestly, I got furious. Furious. 1 million Democrats have voted in Pennsylvania and 580,000 Republicans. Are you kidding me? With everything that's on the line? You believe this, Mr. Benicio? I don't know what else to say.
He's lighting up
This election
Republicans is all he's doing.
Our economy is on the line. Our freedom's
Lighten
on the
them
line.
up.
Our Constitution's on the line. But we could have a major economic fallout here because the Democrats, they're the ones who bring depressions. History shows
Or all
post-election
hearts.
periods can bring economic turmoil. Look at the national debt skyrocketing. The interest on the debt is now larger than the defense budget. Look at the global tensions rising under the Democrats. I mean, we could be facing unprecedented risks. Look at the value of the dollar. We actually have countries that want to take their money off the dollar. What do you think the stock market will do? It's going up and up and up. And what goes up must go what? Runaway stagflation. Why do I keep talking about diversification? Because I want the people in this audience, the patriots in this audience, I want you to protect yourselves. And any decent financial advisor will tell you, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Diversify. Diversify. And I would argue you diversify with a hard asset called gold that's been around longer than any currency.
I agree,
in the
Lena.
world. Gold is said to be a reliable wealth shield for thousands of years through some of the worst.
We'll see what
economic
happens,
storms.
but yeah.
And for my gold investments, I trust Advantage Gold. I've used other companies.
I mean, that's
They're
what's
the
happened
best.
with the
They're
candidates
transparent.
anyway. Well, the candidate
I recommend them to anyone
and the Blue Party.
who's serious about helping protect gold. I see this was cut off, Mr.
Straight installed.
So if people want to go
Nobody elected that person.
for Advantage Gold, where do they go? We'll be right back.
Mark Levin.
Quiet your mind, reduce your stress, and rest easy.
Heading
With
home.
channels designed to help
I'm
you
gonna stop and
fall asleep
get gas,
easier
clean the
and faster.
windshield.
Sink into the comforting white
I'm
noise
heading
of
home.
a storm shower on Rainfall Radio. Fade out to the
About
soothing
20
sounds
minutes from
of the Sleep
my
Channel.
stop.
Or drift off to nature sounds with forest dreams. Find them all in the Sirius XM app, included in all trials and popular plans. Just search Sleep.
Life insurance. What's your excuse?
Well, I honestly
Can't afford it?
think that
Think your coverage is enough? There's
what they
no
thought
excuses
was
for
J6 will be
insurance.
a real
One big
J6
reason why you shouldn't.
if
the unexpected
it goes
happen to
wrong
you. Who
here.
would pay the mortgage, the kids' tuition, and all
I,
the other
you
bills?
know,
In a time
in
of
my
grief,
view, I hope it
the last thing
happens.
you want
I
is for
hope
your family to have to
there
sell
is
the
an
house
insurrection.
and struggle to survive financially. At Ethos, we could get you covered in just 10 minutes.
I lose my channel because of it,
Family
so what?
protected. Rates can increase the longer you wait, so no more excuses.
I hope there is an
Take
insurrection
10
if they do
minutes
that.
today and discover the modern way to get the life insurance coverage you need.
Because it didn't happen on
Ethos,
January
fast and
6th.
easy
There was no
online term
insurrection.
life insurance, up to 2
There was no insurrection on January 6th, but if they want to do it this year, I think there will be.
at startethos.com. That's startethos.com.
Are you having trouble hearing? Hearing loss
Oh, I
can
know they are.
devastate the quality of your life. Now, there's an affordable fix for you.
What's really going to matter is what happens in the Senate race, because that's where the votes are going to be determined. We need to get like 53, 54.
I could not believe how my hearing and life changed. Join over 500,000 happy customers by
To get
going
there.
to AudienHearing.com. That's
That's decided before.
AudienHearing.com.
If you want to make a lot of money trading stock options, but haven't found the right system, listen up. Todd Rampey here from Wealth Builders Institute, and if you call me right now, I will send you a short video that not only proves my method works, it'll show you that you can do this too, even with no trading experience. This is the method that turned a handful of my students into millionaires, and 70% of them never traded before, but they all started by calling me on the phone. I've used my TSL method for 25 years to make a full-time income enjoying lifestyle freedom. So if other trading systems let you down, it's probably
it's gonna be
because they're
nuts.
just too complicated.
I don't think it's going to be decided for at least a week or two after the election.
My rules line up back. 75% of the time, the price changes direction, allowing us to profit. So call my office now at 800-881-5252.
Well, yeah,
and tell
they
me
are,
about
but
a copy of my
I think they're
video
going to come
sent
into
to you
play
today.
this
No
time.
credit card required. Call 800-881-5252. 800-881-5252. That's 800-881-5252.
FBI issues warning China has successfully gained access to U.S. energy companies.
I don't even care what they call it anymore.
You and your family are in critical danger of land.
I don't care what they call it.
Are you ready? Fort Patriots has you covered with a powerful solar generator that is safe enough to use inside and never needs gas. Have people use their solar generators to power big appliances like their fridge for days. Kevin M. from Savannah said, I ran 2 refrigerators and 2 freezers. Angel H. from Texas said, it's a lifesaver. Don Bell said, not only is the generator great, the customer service is fantastic. Why use unsafe gas?
They don't need to.
Toxic fumes. Play it safe with the Patriot Power Solar Generator 2000X by Ford Patriots. This best-selling generator is soaked out before, so don't wait. You may find yourself in the dark and during a dangerous blackout. Go to getsolar2.com. That's getsolar2.com. Claim a free solar panel and free gifts. Go to getsolar2.com now.
Human dignity. Conservative principles live here. We are Sirius XM Patriot Channel 125.
Be quiet now so we can educate you. Whether you like it or not, life living is on the radio.
You know, I'm the face and voice of this program. So if somebody in traffic or something like that screws up, it's on me. It's my responsibility. I'm not going to call them out by name or anything like that, but I got to make this right because you need to know that our friends here are just fantastic, and Advantage Gold is really a fantastic company. And we love working with them. Easy to work with. They're transparent. They care about you, my audience, and that's all I care about. And all of our sponsors need to care about you, and Advantage Gold does. So they're the ones I buy from exclusively. I recommend them to anyone serious about trying to protect their own wealth. Give them a call, 800-900-8000, 800-900-8000, for a free gold investment kit to see how you can get started with gold. And you can even qualify for up to $1,000 in free silver. That's 800-900-8000, 800-900-8000. They're there right now. Call them. Tell them Mark Levin sent you. And I know you're going to be happy with them. Performance may vary. You should always consult your financial tax professional. Gold's not going down anytime soon, in my view.
But you're not negative.
I'm investigating.
You're being real, Edwina.
Harris took the day off to prepare
You're being
for the
real,
news with NBC.
and I appreciate
There's a
that.
couple of clips I'm going to play for you because this woman is truly...
You know, everybody's saying, hey, Trump's ahead in the polls, blah, blah, blah. I hate to hear that because that means people are not going to go out and vote. You know? Everybody. Red states, blue states, doesn't matter. You need to go out and vote. I've already voted. Because I'm trying to save the party some money. They don't have to send me all the ads anymore. Believe me, I'm grateful for it. Once you vote, the texts, I mean, they slow down 80%. Get out there and vote now. Vote now. Because they're going to plan, there's going to be a game on election day. Believe me, vote now. If you're going to vote. If you're going to vote, vote now.
Because they don't want to be associated with Donald Trump. Or their audience isn't going to like Donald Trump. What a bunch of cowards. Pathetic. They know what I know. They know what I see. They know what I hear. They're not stupid. They're gutless. But they're not stupid. These people who've made it in this country, they know what a disaster she is. But what we're finding now is people who are on the lowest rung of the ladder, who are basically fighting to work their way up, they see it too. And they're more likely to vote against her than these elitist, wealthy frauds who become successful because of everything she opposes. like that.
Legal immigration.
The Second Amendment.
Conservative principles live here.
We are.
Sirius XM Patriot, Channel 125.
Have you Googled yourself lately? Are there negative posts from an ex-employee or from a former client? Maybe an outdated news article or sensitive personal information about your family? Search engines don't always get it right. For right or wrong, it's your reputation on the line. That's where Reputation Defender by Norton comes in. One of the most trusted names in online reputation repair. Reputation Defender has been fixing people's search results for over 15 years. Their cutting-edge approaches help you to wipe away unwanted information in your search results. They also promote the good stuff so that it rises to the top, helping you put your best foot forward. Your good name is too valuable to leave to the whims of a Google algorithm. Take control with Reputation Defender. You can start by getting your free reputation report card at reputationdefender.com.
Once you vote, I mean, not that they can see what you voted for, but they know your party. Once you vote, they know that it's a waste of money to send you information. So they're not going to spend money on you. Every text you get, somebody paid for that. No matter what side it's on.
Just apply at lendseek.com. Their AI lending platform gave my business access to over 100 funding programs with one simple application. And it costs nothing to apply. At lendseek.com, you can receive business funding with no collateral, no prepayment penalties, and no restrictions on how you use the funds. Whatever your funding needs are, seek no more. Our AI lending marketplace has you covered. If you've been in business at least 1 year with annual revenue of at least $250,000, you can get the funding.
Oh, I know. Pluto is the worst. You'll get 1 in 5. They're right-leaning ad. But, yeah. I watch it a lot, too. Just know that that is the cheapest way to go.
News this hour from townhall.com. I'm Keith Peters reporting. President Biden used a trip to New Hampshire today to highlight his administration's bringing down of some prescription drug prices. White House correspondent Greg Clugston reports.
The president decried high prescription drug prices, calling them outrageous and immoral. But he also touted a new rule that will cap out-of-pocket drug costs for seniors on Medicare at $2,000 starting next year. He emphasized that Vice President Harris cast the tie-breaking vote on the Inflation Reduction Act, which lowered other health care costs. The president's appearance here had an unmistakable political message.
By lowering health care costs, that just means that more of our tax money went to pay for it, which is
There's been a second major
not
recall
cool.
for Honda this month. Correspondent Shelley Adler reports.
Honda is recalling more than 700,000 vehicles because the high-pressure fuel pump may crack and leak gas, and that would increase the chance of fire. The recall includes the 2023-2024 Accord and Accord hybrids, the 2025
I'll be right back, guys.
Civic and Civic hybrid, and the CR-V hybrid for the years 2023 through 2025. It's the second major recall this month at Honda after 1.7 million vehicles had potential steering issues. I'm Shelley Adler.
E. coli food poisoning linked to McDonald's quarter-pounder hamburgers has sickened at least 49 people in 10 states. That includes 1 person who died and 10 who were hospitalized. It also includes a child hospitalized with severe kidney complications. The infections were reported between September 27th and October 11th. On Wall Street, the Dow down by 6 points, the Nasdaq rose 33, the S&P 500 declined 2. More on these stories at townhall.com.
If anyone with everyday aches and pains, I've got a question. What are you missing out on? Probably a lot. So let me tell you about Relief Factor. Relief Factor is a drug-free daily supplement that helps your body fight pain naturally. It doesn't just mask pain, it helps reduce or even eliminate it. In about 3 weeks, you'll discover what it's like to feel better. Go to relieffactor.com or call 1-800-4RELIEF and save on your first order. That's 1-800-4 relief.
Mr. Souza here. Have you heard about my new movie? It's called Vindicating Trump. It's based on my book of the same name. The movie is a deep dive into the real reasons why the left and the Democrats hate Donald Trump so much. They're afraid Trump will dethrone them once again. The one man who can stand up to the tyranny of the left. Don't miss my no-holds-barred defense of Trump in Vindicating Trump. You can watch it now or buy the DVD. Go to salemnow.com, salemnow.com.
Jury selection continued for a second day in the trial of former Marine Daniel Penny, who's charged in a New York City subway chokehold death. Correspondent Julie Walker reports.
Penny's lawyer, Stephen Razor, says they've been waiting for his day in court.
The truth is only going to come out through this trial. There's a lot of evidence that people aren't aware of. There's a lot of assumptions that have been made.
He says they're still deciding whether Penny will take the stand in his own defense. Witnesses say Neely was acting erratically when Penny moved to restrain him. Attorney Dante Mills is representing Neely's family.
The facts of the case is this. Someone got on the train and was screaming, and someone choked that person to death. Those things will never balance out.
Protesters have been outside the courthouse. The case a flashpoint. Penny is white, Neely black. Julie Walker, New York.
News and analysis at townhall.com. I'm Keith Peters reporting.
Run your game as the basketball season ramps up with Prize Picks, the best place to get real money sports action. With over 10 million members and billions of dollars in awarded winnings, Prize Picks has made daily fantasy sports accessible to all. The app is really simple to use. Pick 2 or more players across any sport, pick more or less on their projection, and you could win up to 100 times your money. Prize Picks even invented the flex play, so you can still cash out if one of your picks doesn't hit. Not only that, but Prize Picks is the only daily fantasy app with injury insurance. If one of your players goes down in the first half, Prize Picks doesn't count it as a loss. Download the Prize Picks app today and use code SXM and get $50 instantly when you play $5. That's code SXM on Prize Picks to get $50 instantly when you play $5. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. Prize Picks. Run your game. Must be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for restrictions and details. Financial Group is not a law firm.
Are you a victim of the timeshare trap and think there's no way out? I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, the original timeshare cancellation expert. And I'm here to tell you that there is a way out. All you need to do is give my office a call. I will send you a timeshare exit information kit absolutely free, explaining how the timeshare industry works and your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free info kit. Call 800-894-3737. That's 800-894-3737.
Early voting is underway. Get everyone out. Get everyone you know. Just get them all out to vote.
The battle for conservative values is in your hands, and turnout is critical.
Do you vote this November? We are going to fire Kamala and save America.
If you can, vote now.
Early mail-in voting in your state is now underway.
The 2024 presidential election.
It's going to pay off. We're going to take back our country. We're going to turn it around so fast.
All right.
And vote Sirius X 125.
I got 2 chiladas for the wife. I already have a few Ryan Geist truths left at the house, so.
Somewhere under the freaking steel of a nondescript building, we've once again made contact with our
Any deals? No, but I yelled at him because I was going to clean the windshield, but it was dry. I'm not going to wipe a dry sponge on my fucking windshield. She's like, I'm sorry. Well, we're going to see what we can do about it.
Anybody's free to challenge me on this, to demonstrate to me what a genius she is. Please do. She just lies. She worked at McDonald's. Just show us any proof and so forth and so on. McDonald's doesn't have any information. She doesn't have any information.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Things, you lie about everything. You don't tolerate that from your kid or your grandkid, but you're going to tolerate it from a presidential
Yeah, I got 2
candidate?
Modelo chiladas.
She's back and forth and back again on fracking. Oh, yeah. It's absolutely amazing.
One spicy and one, strawberry for her.
Okay, so you've been working very hard trying to get out the vote. And you voted early.
Early, day and night. I'm going to do try to
do a town hall with some of our Hispanic friends.
You speak Spanish
I
fluently.
speak Spanish,
Yeah.
and I will be accompanied by somebody else who also speaks Spanish.
You've been working with David,
Yes,
our son,
working with
to try and get the vote out of Israel.
out in Israel, where President Trump enjoys a 90+% approval rating.
You've been working with some of our friends to try and get them to use their contacts to get the vote out.
Absolutely, and I've been on the phone with pastors, so they understand.
You've called a number of the biggest pastors in the country. You've also been trying to rally pastors of single, smaller churches in rural areas. I mean, you're working
Yeah, it's
on
bad.
this, and you're not.
I just watched it the other day, and I ran into so many bugs. When there's no light, it's not so bad. The less light is good. I keep trying to wash it, but that just makes it worse. Let me see.
Family members doing this. Every family member is voting.
Yeah, it just smears
What
it.
do you make of this? Pennsylvania, 1 million Democrats have voted. 500,000.
That's not so bad now. As long as there's not too many bright lights, we're good.
All right, sweetie. Thank you. Kamala Harris. I want you to listen very carefully to this, because I've talked about their extremism on abortion. You know, I'm here in Virginia, and I'm watching this election with Hogan in Maryland. I'm not a big fan of his, but what they're doing to him is disgusting. It's nonstop abortion commercials, where women come on and say, I don't trust him. A guy comes on, I have 2 daughters, I don't trust that guy. Abortion, abortion, abortion. That he's going to vote for a national ban on abortion. Hogan's not going to vote for anything like that. Everyone knows, but this is what they're doing. They're trying to scare the hell out of women, because women are the core to the Democrat Party, the truth be told. Not all
White
of you.
women.
You know what I mean. This is very important to understand. So I've explained here on Blaze and on Fox this issue of abortion. Apparently my fellow conservatives aren't paying attention because they're not repeating it. Their position on abortion is extreme. And they don't even want exceptions from people of conscience, whether they're doctors or whether they're hospitals. They insist that they be forced to perform abortions. We've never seen anything like this in our country, America. Never. So I want you to hear, she's asked this by NBC News, Hallie Jackson. Cut 19, go.
What concessions would be on the table? Religious exemptions, for example? Is that something that you would consider?
I don't think we should be making concessions when we're talking about a fundamental freedom to make decisions about your own body.
Now stop it. You understand this? We've done this throughout our history. In the history since Roe v. Wade, there have always been quote-unquote concessions. You can't force a person who believes that abortion goes against their faith and God's word. And you have people in the Jewish faith, the Muslim faith, the Christian faith who all believe this. You're going to force a doctor to commit, a sin in their own faith against their own conscience. You're going to force a hospital that has been staffed and built and funded by a particular religion that rejects this because Kamala Harris says that it's a right? I mean, is this how radical? And she will enforce this. This is the point, America. This is what I'm trying to tell you. Their position on abortion, that's not what Roe v. Wade says. That's not what it says. This woman is a radical on this issue. I can't compete with $1 billion in advertising and lies that the Democrat Party is running, that their marketing people are running, that their press is running. But by God, wouldn't it be nice if the media would actually tell the truth about what her position is?
Yeah, I miss Rush. I miss listening to him. I didn't believe everything he would spout, but I miss listening to him.
19, please, go.
What concessions would be on the table? Religious exemptions, for example? Is that something that you would consider?
I don't think we should be making concessions when we're talking about a fundamental freedom to make decisions about your own body.
To Republicans like, for example, Susan Collins, Lisa Murkowski, who would back something like this on a Democratic agenda if, in fact, Republicans control Congress, would you offer them an olive branch, or is that off the table? Is that not an option for you?
I'm not going to engage in hypotheticals.
You know, you're such an ass. Let's just be honest. You're not going to tell the truth. The answer is she doesn't give a damn what Susan Collins or Murkowski or anybody else. Her position is so extremist. So radical.
No, I see him.
No wonder she didn't go to the Al Smith.
I watch Pluto a lot, too, because it's free. And I don't want to spend too much money. Yeah, I see them all the time.
And it's really beyond that.
At least in this area, though, they're fighting back with the red ads, too.
They act like there's no access to abortion. I just told you there were almost 1 million abortions performed after the Dobbs decision. 12% more, I think it was 12% or 11% more abortions since Roe v. Wade. The example they came up with a woman dying because she couldn't get access to abortion because Georgia didn't allow it, had nothing to do with
They're all the
Georgia
same.
law.
They're all run by big networks. I think Pluto is CBS, Tubi is Amazon.
It's a lie. That's all they do. They lie. That's why she had to raise $1 billion. And this guy Hogan, this poor schlub, Larry Hogan, they're beating the hell out of him over abortion. They're just lying. Now here she is. Here she is. She's being asked about Biden, his cognitive decline. And remember, she's the #1 cover-up artist in American history. She vouched for Biden's brilliance, how sharp he was, over and over and over and over again. When she sat next to him and she knew he was an idiot, a buffoon. She knew it. But she now benefits from them grooming him, from them destroying their own primary, from them disenfranchising 14.5 million voters, and installing her while she has the gall to run around and talk about democracy. Let me tell you something. Every fascist and Marxist talks about democracy. Democracy. It's a word that means 1,000 different things to 1,000 different people. And the autocrats are the best at abusing the language. They're the best at it. I've never heard a fascist or a Marxist or whatever you want to call them not use the word democracy. So the Democrats use the word democracy when they hate your guts. Now listen to this. Cut 18, go.
Can you say that you were honest with the American people about what you saw in those moments with President Biden as you were with him again and again, repeatedly in that time? Of course. Joe Biden is an extremely accomplished, experienced, and capable in every way that anyone would want if they're president. You never saw anything like what happened at the debate night behind closed doors with him? It was a bad debate. People have bad debates. He is absolutely, that's the reason why you're here, and he's not running for the top of the ticket. Well, you'd have to ask him if that's the only reason why. What do you think? I am running for president of the United States. Joe Biden is not. And my presidency will be about bringing a new generation of leadership to America.
All right, hold on. A new generation. What is she spewing here? The stupidity. So asinine. A new generation of what?
Yeah.
A new generation. We're going to go to the future. We're going to turn the page. An opportunity. Shut the hell up. I'm sick of this crap. You have an obligation to tell the truth to the American people. Go ahead.
No, she doesn't give a fuck about that
we need to do
obligation.
to invest in the ambitions and aspirations of the American
What the
people.
hell does that mean? The work we need to do to invest in it? She hasn't ever worked for a living. She's been a politician her whole life. What the hell does she think everybody's doing? They're investing in ambitions and opportunities. They're trying to get ahead. And she wants to tax the crap out of you and regulate the crap, bully you and tell you what to do in the name of democracy. Listen to her. Listen to her. She doesn't have a level of maturity.
You too, Eggsy. Thanks for hanging out, buddy. Love you.
Sophomoric.
Have a great night, everybody.
I mean, I can't. I mean,
Peace.
this is a nation that had George.